I want this to be round. So I'm going to maybe make some of the hairs a little shorter by crossing over. What I'm doing here is when I have these, I'm maybe chopping one of them in half. Of course, that didn't work very well, so it's a 4H. When I have my tapered strokes like so, I don't want that long of a hair. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in there and I'm going to create more V's. And that helps me shorten them up. It helps me get a little bit more of a, I still have the points, I still have the opportunities to have something get darker, but it shortens up my hair. And that's kind of what I did through these areas. I crossed over. I may have had a longer stroke and at a few times, and then I would come in there and I would go maybe almost like a crosshatch, but very much the same direction, just varying it a little bit, and then quickly clean up some of my spaces in between. Okay. Maybe it'd be better to zero in on this a little bit more so that I can shorten up some of these hairs, because I want to show that this is going around this little tiny little chin, and yet it still has the range of value, a little shorter hair here and there, so that the light is casting just on a hair, the end of a hair here and there. Fun things that I like to do. You may decide that you don't want to go that far. That's very much up to you. Remember, I can't go past anything I don't have a clean edge on, and I'm creating an illusion, so it's not going to be exactly like the cat. But these are things that I could take the time to refine even more, going back and forth until I have it just the way I want. If I worked on this for another few days or a day or something. For me, a few days is just packed with all kinds of things, as many of you do many things besides this too, but I still try to allot myself the opportunity to draw for a good segment of time. It's best for me anyway. Okay, I think that kind of works. Let's go underneath here, even with my 2B. I think I can create some of that shadow that's just a little bit more intense underneath. I wish I could get right over this cat, but again, I've got problems with it because I have to lean over this table and not have my ancient head sticking in the way of the camera. And I don't want to have this come out too far. I'm going to stay up close with the darkest part and quickly variegate out. Let's see, let's go up in here and get a little bit more definition here. I want to show that this is going up underneath this cheek, or whatever you want to call it, the muzzle. I guess these are cheeks up here. I certainly don't want to just draw a line this way to represent that edge. I want it to be variegated and irregular, and yet still come across as a separation between those two dimensions, those two elements.